Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video and to a new NQ market review, where I'll be sharing with you the trades that I took during the day and also the opportunities that you could have taken. We're gonna go from the higher time frame to the lower time frame and read price leg by leg. So here's a trade that I took during the day. My model printed a lot of opportunities, but I'm content with enough. When I reach my daily goal, I stop. So there we go. And of course, I have multiple accounts, so just one trade copied to multiple accounts. So this is really helpful with the psychology aspect. So here's a trade, a short from here, exiting here. This was a 2-hour trade. My stop loss was here, right? And then the market reverses. So let's go to trading view. And as you can see here, the whole day can be summarized by two moves. First of all, by the equity open on 9:30, we traded to the downside, a bearish leg, and then followed by a big expansion, a big bullish leg. That's it. Now, why do you think that this move happened here and then stopped here? And did this whole big move to the upside happened? Now, before I show you the higher time frame and the logic behind this move, I want you to show you a quick video. And this was an NQ market review from 3 weeks ago, and I want you to listen to this. So right here, as you can see, the same thing, right? And then here, the CSS happened. So in the upcoming weeks, we might see, we're either gonna see just continuous run to the upside to take this high, or maybe you're gonna see a a pullback to this whole range, and then another push to the upside. But this is the target, right? This is the target, the all-time high. So by just looking at this, okay, so now this is the 1 minute time frame. If you go to the one or the weekly time frame, and I want you to pay attention to the model that I always upload videos about. So here we go. Look what happened. This is the zone that I was talking about. This was the sweep. And this is the CSS, the strategy, right? This is the strategy that we use on the lower time frames. As always, you can use it on the higher time frame to determine the direction. Price related to the upside. So as you see, I told you that we can either see a move to the upside, or we can see a price coming back, retracing back to here. So basically on the lower time frames, this is where I take my entries, but this is the weekly, so we're gonna frame our lower time frames entries based on this trading back to this range and then trading to the upside. So as you can see, retracement and then trading to the upside, right? So this was on the weekly time frame, right? Now let's go to the lower time frames and talk about today's price action. What happened before this expansion leg. And remember the model. I want you to burn that model inside your head, okay? Very important. So this was yesterday price action. You can see that we are inside a zone. Price to the downside, sweep this, just like it happened on the weekly. And then the CSS happened here. Price break this structure, return back, and then traded to the upside. Now, one more time, price here. Swept this high, failed to close above it, just like here, and then traded to the downside. Here, as you can see, we swept. Now let's remove this. We swept this low, and we failed to close below them both. And we are inside this zone from this high to this low right here, okay? Same model happening one more time, and this is on the weekly. Now let's go to the lower time frames. 15-minute. Sweep here and to the second low also. This is I'm just refining my entries right here. I'm just refining possible rejections or possible areas of price to reject from. So this is the 15-minute. We go one more time frame, and this is on the 5-minute. No, notice the 5-minute. Let's remove this for a bit. Notice the 5-minute. On the 5-minute, we closed below this first low, so we remove it. I don't need it anymore. I don't want to see closures. But on the second low, we had only wicks. So now this is valid, and the CSS happened here. Price broke below this candle right here, so this candle put in this low, and then the break of structure returning back inside that range. Again, just like it happened on the weekly and the 1 hour, it happens everywhere. Trading back and now trading to the upside. And this is the 15-minute CSS, this big zone. But on the 5-minute, you can catch an early reversal. So I did a video about that also. Now let's go to, I actually took a short. I didn't participate in this. I took a short and I closed a short, but a lot of opportunities were presented in this beautiful run to the upside. But let's start with this move to the downside first, right? Let's go to the 1-minute time frame right now. So price was just melting to the downside. I start trading after 10:30. We have this zone right here, all right? We traded to the downside. We put in this high, trading to the downside one more time, and then sweeping this high. All right. I actually didn't take this trade. So we have also the CSS. I didn't take this trade because I was still analyzing the higher time frame. So yeah, I was still analyzing the higher time frame, but it was a perfect trade. Although it didn't offer an entry on the 1 minute because the CSS happened with this black candle, and then the pullback was never offered. By under 15 seconds, this was a perfect entry, right? So don't be limited with one time frame to execute on. My short was somewhere around here. So let me go back and see. Okay, so this is what happened. We have this zone right here, right on the 15-second. We put in this high just below the 50%. We started trading lower, and we have multiple highs right here, right? So I was looking for price to sweep this. We swept it, and we have the CSS here, the break of structure of that sweep candle. I hope you can see it. Price returned back. I took my entry from the 50% stop loss here, and then I took it to one right here. Okay, so this was my trade. Now, this trade happened before the CSS. So I believe this was my trade right here, somewhere around here, right? From this high into this low right here. As you can see, the CSS didn't happen yet. So I was still looking for shorts. But after the sweep and the 5-minute CSS, right? Now it's time to look for buys, or at least see what's going to happen next, right? Anyway, this box is the 5-minute CSS, and then this box right here is the 15-minute CSS. And now we start our bullish journey, right? So let's start doing that. All right, so here what happened? First of all, we put in this zone. Price started to the upside, and then it failed to take this high. Started to the downside, right? Into this zone one more time, trading to the upside. So this is the first top, and then the second top happened here. Maybe I have a question. Why didn't I consider this to short? So we have the sweep, we have the CSS below here. So why I didn't short this? We weren't inside the zone. So I don't use imbalances, I use zones, right? So this was not valid for me. Anyway, we traded to this zone, put in the first top, and then the second top here, and the CSS happened here. Again, no entry was offered on the 1 minute, but on the 15-second, a beautiful entry was offered. Yes, so here we go. The sweep happened here, and this is the CSS. The break of cycle happened here. This was your entry, stop loss here, 10 points, and then look what happened next. And even if you hold only to this high right here, a great RR, beautiful RR. Let's keep going. Now we have a break of structure above this high, confirming the bullish order flow that we are still bullish. Price return back to the SNDR, starting to the upside, pull back, turning to the upside. Now we have some interesting price action right here. We have this zone, price traded and put in a high, a pull back into the zone, started taking the upside, failed to take the high. So this will be labeled as a weak high or a weak low. So we traded to the downside and we swept it, not really with a body closure, but we didn't really have the CSS. So this is not valid. But one more time, put in this high or putting this low, started getting higher, and then the sweep right here. This doesn't look like the sweep on the 1 minute, but on the 3 minutes, as you can see, a beautiful CSS, a break of structure returning back into here and then trading to the upside, right? Let's go back to the 1 minute time frame. All right, so we are here yet. Okay, so a beautiful entry from here on the 3 minute time frame. One more time. This was really good day. We have this zone, we put in this high, this low, started turning higher, failed to take this high. This is a weak low. Took it, liquidated that low. The CSS returning back to inside the range, just like happened on the weekly and the 1 hour and the 5 minute. And then trading to the upside. No zones here. Keep turning to the upside. Nothing in here. Nothing in here on the 1 minute, maybe on the 30 or the 50, or maybe on the 2 minutes, I don't know. Be my guest to check it out, what happened in here. Here we have a sweep, but we weren't inside the zone. We have this small fractal right here. I don't like it. I like big zones, but as you can see, CSS here returning back, trading to the upside. This one right here could be an entry for you, but as you can see, it was a losing trade, right? So one more time here, we have a beautiful sweep, but again, no zones. I won't take it. Nothing in here. Maybe there was an entry on the 15-second here, maybe. Okay, so 1543. Let's check. It looks like that we have so this is the zone, and price swept this low right here, and the CSS happened here. Price offered no entry, as you can see, and as you can see, we have other sweeps on right here on the 15-second that is not visible on the 1 minute time frame. Somewhere around here, right? And then this was the end of the day. So as you can see, nothing complicated. Couple of sweeps, couple of zones, highs and lows, and that's it. The same model repeating on all the time frames, from the monthly to the weekly, all the way to the 1 second time frame, right? So what if you can catch only 10 points, only 5 points using this model every single day? And it will deliver every single day. It will deliver to you multiple setups per day. You only need one. You only need that one obvious setup that screams at you to take it. You only need that. So that with a solid mental game, and believe me, you don't need anything else. So this was the end of this video. If you have any questions, DM me in my Twitter account as always. or leave a comment down below and I will answer you as soon as I can. Now happy trading and good luck.